Hallelujah. Maton Musaka, Tino Tusamba. Family, are we understanding each other?
Ingeta.
Yes.
Yes. Please don't take us wrong. You know, I like the lesson, the way Brother Samba explained clearly. You know, Isaiah, he came to save Isolele. But the problem when he came to Isolele was fighting against him. And he had to shoot his arrow against, Kanyampema that was in amongst Isolele, causing, problems, deceiving, many things was happening. That's why instead of, we tell you, oh, family, go activate it, do this, do that, We're saying no. Why? Because we see the danger. Nzambi sees the danger. Nzambi sees clearly. Again, the problem is not activate. The problem is how you activate your third eye and for what purpose. The most important question is why. I want to activate it. Why? I want to activate it for what? For what? And Brother Samba spoke that very clearly. Yeah. Mama Zola, can you please move the slide for us to... Mama Zola? All right.
Yes.
Okay, can you go? Can you move? Can you go more? Yeah, can you? Yeah, go. I want to highlight the danger. Yeah. All right, very good. Thank you very much. Oh, go down a little bit, Muhammad Zola, sorry. You can hide the point 19. Okay. All right, Maton Masaka. Yes, Muhammad Zola, please. Can you go?
Which verse you want to start with?
The title.
16? Oh, the danger of following unknown steps and discovering of the hidden things.
Yatu Samba said, sorry, Muhammad Zola, just a minute, please. Yatu Samba said, and he mentioned the book of Amos 3:7. The Most High does nothing without revealing to his prophet. He is the one that reveals things. He's the one that reveals things, family. But the problem that we see here, especially in the awakening, and not just the awakening, right? This is a problem around the world. But we want to help more people in the awakening first. The problem that we see, people are learning, many things. People are giving all their best just to discover the hidden things. For what? To be called deep, to be called the prophet, to be called the Ngunza. Once again, for people to say, hey, this guy, Brother Benika, he's deep. You see to Samba, hey, that guy is deep. People want to grow in power. And everything that comes on the way for them to grow in power, they align to that. They follow without knowing the consequences in a way. And that is the main concern of the Tanzania family. That's the main concern. The problem is not the power, is what are you going to do with the power? The danger of following unknown steps. Unknown steps are those steps, sometimes we watch in YouTube on how to activate the third eye, how to grow spiritually, how to invoke spirit. If you go on YouTube, you will see many things, that disappoint you. You will see many stuff. You will see terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. Muhammad Zola, okay, point 17. You know, sorry. Down the document, there's a link. You know, you feel free to click and follow. As we mentioned, you know, this is a clear, you know, explanation we could find from Sister Stephanie Hike, a very wise sister from Nigeria, right? Very famous person. And we say sometimes we struggle to convey to you in the best way in English. That's why we need a support, right? And what we're sharing from you, that's the best English way we learn from this sister, Stephanie, to convey to you this message, so that we can align our thought in a perfect way. Through this message, we learn from her. Down there, there's a reference. You can search for her so that you may learn more about this information. All right? We was trying to find a book, but we didn't find. But there is a video on the link. You just click, and you will find her in YouTube, right? So that you can understand even clearly this information that we're sharing, because that's the same thing she teaches well, and she explained, and we bring it to you so that we can understand each other in a perfect way. Yes, Mama Tol?
Unfortunately, people believe that by following some steps, when it comes to opening the third eye, your third eye would be activated. But the truth is, it's not. The steps that give you the ability to see the things that you see, or to know the things that you know, is the illusion of the steps. Because what happens in the moment that you are knowingly or unknowingly submitting to Satan is that he is the one accessing you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yet somebody say there is only two power. There is no middle power. There is only the power from Kajampemba and the power from Nzambi. But the problem, you know, people say it's a problem. The problem with the power of Nzambi is that it delays to arrive. And because people, you know, people rushing, people don't want to wait. People are not patient to wait. They want the fast, you know, they want the quick ways. They want the shortcut. Well, if anybody wants the shortcut, go and follow the steps on YouTube, activate your third eye. And you will see. Activate it, family. Activate by your will, by learning the steps, and you will see that. You know, one of the things we see there in YouTube, people teaching others, is by lighting candle, you know, to do a ritual. Do a ritual. They say that either you go to the graveyard, either you go to the river, either you go to the bush, you know, you invoke your ancestors, you do this, you do that, blah, blah, blah. They teach many things. But one thing is I would like to mention is the candle. They encourage people to use. You know, whether it is a red candle, black candle, you know, white candle, candle. They touch a lot on that candle. And I'm like, you know, when you see those videos, I mean, you get like, what is this? Does the Manavelala need those candles for him to perform his power? But here is what the book of, you know, Revelation 18:23 speaks about candle, in which many people, you know, learn through YouTube to activate, you know, their or to invoke spirit. Listen, Revelation 18:23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in you, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in you. For thy merchant were the great men of the earth, for thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Yalla.
Yalla.
Yala.
Family, do you see what is there? Do you see what is there?
Ingeda.
Witchcraft.
You know, we are not saying the candle is the one. The candle is candle. It's just an object. But let me tell you something. Everything Kadempemba uses, whether it is good for us, the one that hate, just because Kadempemba use. For example, using herbs, you know, olives to heal is not witchcraft, right? Those who have a gift, they can heal with those elements, right? That's no problem. But in most of the cases, the Mwanda within the talk assembly, he doesn't use those stuff. Why? Because Kadempemba, he is always a basic copying and messing up everything good that Tanzania has created. So to make a difference, the Mwanda, you know, the Mwanda, he works in many different ways, as we said, right? Lives is not witchcraft. And, you know, the Mwanda use, you know, around the world, many people to do that. But in some cases, he doesn't use those things. Why? To avoid confusion. Because if you visit, you know, a Sangoma's house or a Kimanda's house, you will find those objects. And if you go to a true prophet, you will find also. Sometimes people will get confused, you know. You're like, wait a minute. When I went to visit Papa Gugu, Mama Gugu, I find those stuff. Yeah, I'm finding the same stuff. Let me run away, you know, and you will run away. I remember one day we were praying and suddenly load shedding. And we, you know, candle, we use candle normally to, you know, to lighten the house, you know. Yes, we use candle normally, but yeah, that day the battery of the lantern were weak. So we didn't use a light, we used the candle. But the man wasn't happy. He said, if you have money to buy your own stuff, you better, you know, have money as well to buy light, a big light to lighten the room, because we don't want to see those stuff there. The man is very sensitive. He's very sensitive. The man is like a person also. He thinks as well. And everything that brings negative, you know, memory, he hates that. If it look like evil, don't do it. Don't touch it. That's the philosophy from above. If it look like something wrong, don't touch. And those candles, come back to the candles, those are the method, you know, many people teach. If you go to on YouTube, you will find those are the method people teach, you know, light the candle, invoke. What is it for? And, you know, there is a video on YouTube. I think I've sent more Matsola, and we may send the group. This guy, he wanted to be powerful. You know, he wanted to become great. He wanted to activate, you know, his third eye to see. He wanted to become, you know, Ngunza. The guy started to do all these things we have already mentioned here. But family, unfortunately, he put himself in a situation. He started to see a lot of stuff. And when he was running, screaming for help, the mother said, well, you are the one who put yourself in this situation, not us. You are the one who was looking for that. Because he wanted, you know, the thing of, you know, activating the third eye. In most cases, people, they influence, you know, for people to do that so that you can be in charge and in control. Well, the one that must be in control is the one available, not you. You can't do nothing by your own strength. I can't do nothing by my own strength. The Mwanda is the strength. Luvuva.
Ya Allah.
Yes, Mama.
Ya Allah.
Can we go down, please? Mama Zola?
You cannot initiate yourself. Tweet that to somebody. You cannot self-initiate yourself.
Yes. If you know any
Third,
person, sorry, Mama Zola, if you know any person, family, whom you know is putting himself in this kind of situation, if you know any person who is looking for power to be great, just tell him that you cannot initiate yourself. You cannot self-initiate yourself. You cannot. You know, if you know any person who's looking, you know, for many ways to access power, to gain power, for what? The power that we have, we're still struggling on how to manage. For what? Yes, Mama Zola? 20.
third eye opening must be something done under the leading influence and control of the Mwanda Velala, Holy Spirit, so that you can have access to the hidden things legally.
What access, Lee?
Legally.
So that you can have access to the hidden information that is in the book of Amos 3:7, legally. That's some mistake, 2 ways of activating the third eye. By your own will, because you want to see stuff, and by the Mwanda Velala's will. By the Mwanda Velala's will is what Sister Relisa said. If it's activated by itself, let it be. But I don't want to force nothing. So when it's activated by itself, the Mwanda is in charge. Let's just read, Second Kings. We will see what the Second King says, right? Second Kings, chapter 6, verse 17. This is follow. But before, Jeremiah 33:3, in the book of Jeremiah, Katanzambi, he says, cry out to me, and I will reveal to you the hidden stuff. Jeremiah teaches us how to pray to Nzambi Mpungu. Why? 2 Kings 6:17 says it follow. Then Elisha prayed, "Oh Elimu, open his eyes and let him see." And the Elimu opened the young man's eyes, and when he looked up, he saw that the hillside around Elisha was filled with horses and chariots of fire.
Yalla.
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 Wait a minute.
Yalla.
Whom did he pray to?
Mfumu.
Did he follow some stuff on YouTube?
No.
No.
Did he light some candles and invoke, Google? Huh?
No.
No.
What did he do, family?
Pray to
Pray.
Mfumu.
And what did he say to Fumu?
Open my eyes.
Open his eyes. Yeah, he may see.
It's very easy. Where is our faith, family? It is very easy to see, to open your eyes. Very easy. Not, it is not a headache. It's not something to follow, a lot of stuff. You have to do this, that. No. The first thing is the condition of the heart. Holiness, righteousness. That's the problem. People don't want to pray. People don't want to fast. The only thing people want is power. To be self-empowered. It's very easy. He prayed, "Oh Lord, open his eyes and let him see." Instantly, somebody opened the eyes. Very easy.
Brother Damon, could you please share? Oh, fantastic. Thank you a lot. Louvou, vamos!
Yalla.
Yala.
Yala.
Ah,
Let us pray. Tangi Benika will be back very soon. Just trying to sort out this issue of load shedding, but will come very soon, fam. So, can you hear me nicely, fam?
Ingeta.
Yes, tadi ayo.
Ingeta.
Mama Matuzola, can you just help me again? Point 20, please.
okay. The third eye must be something done under the leading influence and control of the Muanda Velala, Holy Spirit, so that you can have access to the hidden things legally. Jeremiah.
Luvu Wamun.
Yalla.
Yala.
Yalla.
As our Pange Benika was saying for me, seeing in the spirit of accessing the third eye has to be something that the Tatan Zambian Pungu Tulendo will give you the ability for you to see it legally. Nzambe will open your eyes because of a certain situation going on, not to exalt you, not to exalt me, but is to solve a problem, something for a purpose. So, family, if we see our line A says the limo is the one who opened the eye as he did to Elijah. You see, family. So accessing the third eye for us to have the hidden things or information has to come from Zambia Mpungu Tulendo family. Zambia Mpungu Tulendo has to be the one to give us this spiritual access by his own will. If we go to the book of 2 King 6 verse 17 says as follows, family. Then Elijah prayed. He said, I'm going to go to you step by step, family. He prayed. First requirement for us to access things with Zambia Mpungu Tulendo has to be with prayer. We got to pray. Call Zambia present unto our lives, our family, our houses. Prayer. Without prayer, there is no access. He prayed. You see, family, and he said, Lord, I ask you, open my servant eye so that he can see. He didn't say, give me the ability to open his eyes for him to see. Please, Zambia Mpungu Tulendo, you who have the power and the control, open it. But if at that moment was to somebody who would say, I did it. It is me. No, family. Something very dangerous, family. Nzambe doesn't like when we replace his glory. We can never do that. We have to put his glory to him. And Elijah did that, family. He asked, praying, please, Nzambe Mpungu Tulendo, open his eyes to this humble man, for him to be able to see. You see, the first thing, that is the legally way, the righteous way for us to start seeing things, the hidden information. So why he did that? Because he wanted to prove that this world, it is a spiritual. While we are walking, something else is happening as well. But for us to do that, family, prayer first. Second, if Elijah didn't have a spiritual connection, relationship with Tata Nzambe, it wouldn't be possible. And third, know your Nzambe. You see, family, Luvuvamu.
Yeah,
Yalla.
Yalla.
Yala.
So opening must be done under the leading influence and the control of the Mwanda Velela. Today's teaching, family, we are not teaching, we are sharing it to you for us to have the righteous way accessing a spiritual things. And the line B, Nama Matuzola, line B, please.
Alamo is the one who opens the eyes, as he did to Hagar, a well of water. Alamo is the one who opens the eye, as he did to Hagar, to see a well of water. Genesis 21:19.
You see, family, was Elimo. Elimo means Nzambe. Nzambe means the Most High, the Creator. Kalunga is the one who gave this to Hagar to see well things. Let us just go. Genesis 21, verse 19. We hope, family, that everybody. Sorry, don't take me bad, né? I'm not treating you bad, family, but information are more powerful when we write them down. You see how this world is very busy, many things goes on. And some of us, just by hearing, after you go out from the Zoom, the information can go. But if you write down, you're gonna have it for life. We encourage you to do so, family. Please. So Genesis chapter 21, verse 19 says, Then Nzambe allowed Hagar to see well of water. So she went to the well and filled a bag with water. Then she gave water to the boy to drink. Another example, when we access things by the influence of the Mwanda Velela. And another thing, line C, Matuzola.
The Alamo is the one who opens the eyes, as he did Balaam to see the angel of the Alamo standing in the roadway with a drawn sword in his hand. Numbers 22:31.
Can somebody help us? Numbers 22, verse 31, please.
Ingeta. Then Mfumu let Balaam see the messenger of Mfumu, who was standing in the road with his sword drawn. So Balaam knelt, bowing with his face touching the ground. Again,
wow, Luvuvamu.
Yalla.
Yalla.
Another great example is Solele. When we submit ourselves before Zambia Mpungo Tulendo, we're gonna have and be experiencing very spiritual things, not for our own glory, but always to praise the Most High. You see what happened to Balaam? It says the Lord allowed Balaam to see the angel. And many people say, no, angel doesn't exist. They do. I wish Balaam was here. He could describe it to us. How was that angel? Look what my version says, Nzambe Mfumu allowed. It is good when we break down some words in English, even though it's not my first language. Allowed. He gave the permission for him to see. To see the angel. The Lord angel was standing in the road, holding his sword in his hand. Balaam bowed low to the ground. If he wouldn't be, if Nzambe wouldn't open his eyes, would he bow down, family?
No.
No. No, family. If Zambia doesn't open our understanding, our eyes to see, we're gonna be walking in the darkness. Today's teaching is to bring us more close to Tata Zambia and start using the spiritual things in the legal way, in the righteous way. Brother Nimi, can you help us point 21, please?
Ngeta. Mama Matuzola. Tondo Masaka. Point 21. When it's about opening your third or spiritual eye, please just go to the one who is the expert on that, and his name is Nzambi Mpungu Tulendo. Nkulu Nkulu Nkosi ya Nkosi Yave Kulunga Ntinu Sadai Mibangudi Mbumba Nzambi ya Kimpa Vita Nzambi ya Samao Kimbangu Yo Nzambi ya Mayamona Luvuvamu.
Allah.
That is the right way, Solele. This is the way that we should follow. If we want to see things in the spirit, we should go straight to the expert one. In science, in the school, they say if you want to solve a problem, go to the expert. He will sort out your problem nicely. And then the expert in this area, family, is your Mzambe. Mzambe ya Mayamona, Mzambe ya Nkimpa Vita, Mzambe ya Kimbangu, Mzambe ya Isolele, Luvuvamu.
Yalla.
We should only ourselves before this Nzambe, not to Kajampemba family, not trying to find another ways, but in the ways of the Most High. Nzambe Ambungu Tulendo. In South Africa, we say Nkulu Nkulu Nkosi ya Makosi Yakalunga Tino Sadai Bangu de Bumba Nzambi ya Nkimpa Vita Nzambi ya Simon Kimbangu Nzambi ya Mayamona. You are not walking in a wrong way, Isolele. Nzambe is with you.
Ingeta.
We may access it, but let him calm down as we break it down in point A and B and C. Those examples, it will give you the opportunity for you to see. The book of Revelation we read every single day was another great experience of that. Isaiah came down and allowed John to see. Daniel, it happened. The same thing. Do they went by their own will to access this?
No.
No. We are talking about a legal way. Are we together, family?
Ingeta.
Ingeta.
You sang the incorrect that. Not yet.
Yes, I'm back, Brother Samba. Sorry, family.
Oh, sorry. Luvuvamu.
Yalla.
Our hearts are very happy, family, Danica, to have you back. Wow. When one of us is not present, we become and get very sad. That is great. He's back. Then you may go ahead.
No, continue, Brother Samba. You can finish your line of thought. Yeah, no problem.
No, you can continue. It will come back.
I have to adjust myself still, you know. Yeah, sorry, family. I had a problem, you know. Yes, pray for South Africa. It's really bad in the load sharing. Yes. Yeah, Brother Samba, no problem. Yes, I'm still adjusting myself. Right, I'm coming. Yeah.
Okay, Matondo, family. Mama Rafea, I see you there. Zambe brought you for a reason here as well. Can you help us point 23, 24, please? You are on mute, Mama Rafea.
But if we insist on assessing hidden info illegally, according to Ecclesiastic 10, 8, and 9, if Nzambi would open your eyes for you to see what is going on and who is walking around you, the danger, you would lock yourself up inside and would never want to go outside. Toko's warning while in South Africa in 2000.
Do you believe that Pangi Benicorrect covers point 24 perfectly? We're not gonna waste time there. But if we insist on accessing hidden information illegally, let's break down this word family, illegally. What does it mean? Illegally, another term of illegally is dishonestly. When you're not accessing things in an honest way, in the righteous way, and fully way. Illicitly way, out of the way of Nzambe and Pungu to Lendo. So if it's not legal, there is only two forces which move this family. Remember. Can somebody tell us?
The good way with Nzambi Mpungu and the evil way
So-
with Nkadi Mpemba.
Matondo Masaka Pangyam. This book of Ecclesiastes was written, Pangi Benigo so ready perfectly. We're not gonna waste time on that. But if you move now, Mama Rafea, to point 25, that's where everything starts making sense. The dangers of illegal way.
When you open your third eye illegally, you will start seeing, hearing, feeling, moving, and astral projection. Instead of you assessing things or being spiritually awakened, the truth is that the hidden things, whether good or bad, will be assessing you.
Luvu Vamu!
Yalla!
Yala!
Yalla!
I'm gonna go once again slowly on this point 25. When you open the third eyes illegally, that is not in the way of Nzambi Mpungu, something spiritually will happen. This something, family, you will open your automatically yourself to Nkadi Mpemba. I will say it again. When you access the third eye illegally, you open automatically yourself to Nkadi Mpemba. Why? Because you have used the wrong source, way to get the information. You have gone to the evil way. By going to the evil way, you're gonna give all your life to Nkadi Mpemba. He will be now controlling you. So what will happen in your life when you do that is what Mama Rafea read. You will start seeing, hearing, feeling, moving astray, astral projection. You're gonna start seeing abnormal stuff. Nkadi Mpemba will start coming, show you abnormal stuff, hearing things that doesn't make sense. At the end, family, what happens? Instead of you accessing things or being spiritually awakened, the truth that is hidden things, either good or bad, be accessing. So something will happen to you by hearing strange things, by seeing strange things, because you are spiritually vulnerable. You have given yourself to Kadiampemba. Nzambe has no more control to you. You are vulnerable. When you are vulnerable, Kadiampemba has the legal right to come in and do whatever he wants, family. Please, Bank Benik has shown us the dangers of that. Matthew 26.
And as a consequence, you can get tormented regularly, see strange things, especially at night or even during the day, and finally get crazy, madman or woman.
Don't we see a lot of madmen and crazy people, crazy women on the street? I'm not saying everybody, but I believe some of them is because of that. Chasing power. And the power made them to see something else. So the consequences of that will happen to your life for one simple reason. Mwanda Vedela is not there, but it's Kadiampemba controlling yourself. It's because of what Mwanda Vedela is not present, family. Because you decided to go to the illegal sources to get this gift. So by doing that, you are giving yourself to Kadiampemba. So Kadiampemba only comes to destroy, kill, and so more other evil stuff. He's gonna promise you good and good, but he'll give you evil. We see a lot of people tormented, start seeing strange things at night, even in the day, talking alone. A very young person talking alone. I see, hey, because of touching illegal spiritual things. It's so like we don't wanna you, none of us, end up like this. Nzambe is crying a lot. It doesn't want none of the 17 people here today to access things illegally. But what we should do, family, it is what is written now in the 27. Mama Matuzola, 27, 28, 29, for us to give time to find Bonita. You are on mute, Mama Matuzola. So sorry about that.
You were hidden under Tata Nzambi's wings before, but because of your sense of curiosity to know what is going on outside the wall, physical world, you will begin to have intense demonic expositions and dreams of being molested or raped, because now there is direct access. You start having abnormal sexual appetites and a strong desire for spiritual power. But the desire for intimacy with Tata Nzambi will be fading away.
Let me just read this, family. Going back to Ecclesiastes 10, verse 8. Whoever digs a pit may fall on it. Whoever breaks through a wall may be bitten by a snake. And we know the representation of his neck in the Bible, Kariampemba, breaking down that chapter in another way. We should always allow ourselves to be before the powerful wings of Zambia Mpungo to land. Isolele, one of the problems that Isolele is very curious on going, chasing something that is not from Tatanzambe. Because I'm seeing others moving in the spirit, in power. I also want to go there, experience something which I don't know how he accessed that. It is good to be curious, but sometimes it leads you to something very dangerous, family, especially when it's a spiritual things. We may play with pledge stuff, but let us not play with the spiritual stuff. It kills our body, our soul, and our spirit at the same time. This point 27, Pangi Benika is very expert on that. I also invite him to take us to point 30. That is the final prayer. And 28 and 29. Pang. Thanksgiving.
Hallelujah. Luvuva family.
Yalla.
Yala. Yala.
Yala.
Hallelujah. Matan Masaga. Just want to make sure, Brother Nimi, you're recording, right?
Ingeta.
Oh, very, very good. Matan Masaga. Well, family, I think Brother Sambo already spoke, but that is a warning from above. Tatanzambe, he hides us, under his wings. This is where we hid him. But when we fight to go outside his wings, well, we shall be also responsible for whatever thing is outside. Outside the wall, the physical wall. Family, our body is the wall that prevents us from sin. Our physical body is the wall that prevents us from sin. Whatever is happening outside the wall, which is the physical world. Your body is what prevents you from seeing what is happening outside the wall. Out of the body, you will be able to see everything clearly. If you have any doubt, ask those who have already died. But of course, there's no way to ask them, but they see. Dead people, those who are already dead, but they're not dead. The body died, but the soul is still living. They can see everything clearly, even us. At the moment, we're sitting down. Those who died already, but they found this information very interesting. They are busy listening to us right now, but we can see them. But they are listening to us. And they're like, whoa, that is true. Because they can see it clearly. So we're not dead, we're still alive. So let us not force to see stuff, while we still are locked in our body, but prevent us from seeing those stuff, unless Zambia, Mpungo, unless the Most High is the one who opened our eyes for us to see it. Why? Because whoever is responsible to open your eyes, he will be responsible for your protection and providence as well. This means if the Mwanda is the one who opened your eyes for you to see it, he will also be responsible for your protection. Brother Sam is there. I wish our Sister Rosa, she was able to come, but she wasn't available. Sister Rosa, she's a seer. Very young lady, she's a seer. She can see stuff. She see a lot of stuff, but in most cases she doesn't like. Where is she? Oh, she's hiding herself. Hi, Sister Rose. How are you?
Hi, look,
Oh,
CMA family.
CMA
Sammy,
sister. You know, I was looking for you. I asked for you, but somebody say you are unavailable. But anyway, Sister Rosa, we are speaking about, third eye, the spiritual eyes. And the problem we're dealing with right now that's concern us is when people activate the third eye by themselves, not waiting for the one to open for them. Sister Rosa, she's there, right? And it was, she doesn't call herself a prophet. She doesn't call her, even if we call her herself a prophet, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like title, And this is the case of most of the Baptists in the Top Assembly. They don't like titles. And she likes to run away sometimes. Sorry, Sister Rosa. She likes to run away because that's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of responsibility. But guess what? The one that choose her. Why? Because she has no pride within herself. She has no other evil intention with that gift. That's why in Zambia always love those who run away from the gift. Those are the ones that are the ones. Do you remember Moses? Moses ran away. All the prophet Jonas, he ran away. But those like Simon the sorcerer who was following, Peter for power. You remember what Simon told them, family? Do you remember what Peter told them?
your money perish with you.
Why? You say that, Mama Zola?
Because he was trying to buy the gift.
Yes.
He was trying to buy it with money.
Yes. You see, that's the problem. And Sister Rosa, she's there. Sister Rosa, can you tell us just a little bit, about that? I know you see that as a huge responsibility. You see a lot of stuff, and we have shared some stuff with us that you see, because you have this gift of see. Tell us, Sister Rosa, is that good, the gift? Tell us something, sister.
So, CME again, family. I would like to say a lot of things about this incredible gift. So, can you hear me, please?
Yes, sister.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I remember it was on 2010. My mother was talking to me about angels, and I was talking to her, and I was asking, could I see angel face to face? And she told me, yes, you can see. Just ask to Tata Nzambi. Just pray and ask.
Wait, Sister Rosa, what you said? Just
ask and pray to Tata Nzambi.
Okay.
And I was praying for a month, I think, or 2 months, and I gave up because I didn't see anything, so I stopped. And was on 2019, I guess. I was praying with my family, and we received we received the angel, Gabriel's angel, in our home through the Vati. I think that everyone knows who is Vati. And he was telling to my sister was beside me, was standing beside me, and he was telling to my sister, would you like to see an angel with a third eye? And my young sister said, yes, I want to see, I would like to see. And the angel Gabriel said, you cannot see, but your sister will see someday, because she has this gift. Oh, she has this gift. And I was so shocked. Why? I have this gift. I didn't know before, or yes, before. So it's a challenging for me because it's so we need to take a lot of responsibility about this because our Tatan Zambi is so grateful and he's so enormous. I don't know how to use the adjective to describe him. And this gift is so incredible because we can see different stuff. And while I was seeing different stuff about through the third eye, I was feeling so afraid because I was seeing the bad thing. And I was praying, why am I supposed to see the bad thing, not the good thing? I would like to see angels. I would like to see trees, flowers, your grace, and all the goodness of the Tanzania, not the enemies like demons, like Satan. I don't want to see them. Why are you showing me all these things? I'm so I'm afraid now, and I don't want to see them again. And I was praying about this for a very long time. And Gabriel's angel said to me, "You must see the bad things around you to warn your family and people around you. If you won't see those things, who will warn the people around you? Who? You are the way to warn those people. So you must see them. You must see this." And I always, when I see something, I always doubt. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. And the Gabriel's angel always said to me, "Please don't doubt. Don't doubt. It's Satan Zambi showing to you. You must to trust and tell to your family what you are seeing." And one thing that I learned from my yes, one thing that I learned from my experience, because it's not easy, and many people says, "Oh, you have this gift." My family say, "Oh, you have this gift," but it's not easy. So I don't know how to explain this, but it's I'm trying to find the word. But it's not easy. It's so complicated. I always scream. I always cry. I always pray to see something more beautiful, not the bad thing. And the one thing that I learned from this, all the experiences, is that the evil one can use the same steps to deceive our way to see through our third eyes. For example, if we have a gift like dreams gift or vision gift, the evil one can use the same steps to deceive us, to make us think that something it is, but it. I don't know how to explain this, but maybe someone catch it. And I was talking to my grandpa, and my grandpa is my mentor here. So I was talking to him, and he was telling to me that the Satan always use the same steps. For example, if you have the gift to hear the voice of Tatan Zambi, and the Satan knows that you can hear the voice of Tatan Zambi, he will use the same step. For example, if Tatan Zambi talks to you, the same channel. Oh, the same channel. So, for example, if Tatan Zambi talks to us with a soft voice, so soft voice and with love, the Satan can use the same way to talk to us. So the difference is the message. I have the same experience about vision gift. I used to see something and I used to think that the thing came from Tata Nzambi, and didn't come. Came from the evil one. He used the same channel to communicate with me. Even when we are praying and we have battles, we have spiritual battles, and the demons came to our house or come to our house to try to make us feel weak. They use the same channel to talk to me because they know that I have the vision gift in this house or in my house or my mama's house. And they use the same channel. And they say, we know that you can see us. So tell to your family that we came here to do this, and this. So they always do this. And I always feel terrified. And one thing that I would like to share is the fear. The Satan or the evil one, we always use our fears against us. He always use this against us. I have fears of snakes. I was sharing this thing with Mama Matuzola, and Mama Matuzola told me you need to ask to the Tanzambi to overcome this fear using the baby steps. And I'm trying to do this, but it's not easy. And I always say, I don't want to see more because I know that I will see snakes there. I know that the evil one will use snake to make me feel scared. So this is my weakness. The evil one use our weakness against us and use the thing that we are addicted. For example, I was addicted of horror movies, and they use horror movies against me. And I remember one of the last time that I saw the horror movie, my brother Tusamba told to my family, please, we must stop to see those things because this is a channel that the evil one can come to our house, or the demons can come to our house while we are watching those movies. And when he said this, I saw something evil beside the TV in front of me. And I said to my family, please just switch or change the channel. We can watch another thing. So that's it. Ingeta.
Ingeta.
God.
Louvor Vamos.
Yeah.
That was Sister Rosa family. Sister Rosa, that's my sister. Thank you very much, Sister Rosa, for your great testimony. I was thirsting to listen to that, to give a witness as well, that we are not just saying about this family, we do understand these things very well. And Sister Rosa shared her experience. And that is very, very common. Just like her, there are many, many, many people. And she said she didn't ask for that gift. She went nowhere to invoke any Google. She invoked nothing. Angel Gabriel, through somebody's body, is the one who prophesied, and that came to pass. And she was even aware, but that manifested, was activated, naturally by Tata Nzambi's will. But even though that was activated, Tata Nzambi activated, she had access to see the good things and the bad things. But because the Tanzania is the one who activated, she's protected. Now the question is, if you activate by yourself, who's going to protect you? Who is going to protect you? If Tatanzani was the one who activated on her third eye, if Nzambi Mpungu was the one who activated her third eye, and she see the bad things and the good stuff, she said the bad things to warn her family. If we activate, the third eye by our own self because we're curious to see, Kadempembe will say, last time Priest Michael, he said, Kadempembe will clap his hand. Welcome. This is what he will say. You were looking for me, and now you found me. Welcome. We will clap his hand because you found him. So, family. And she said the purpose for that, the gift was for her to warn her family about the dangers ahead. And not just to warn, to see also, to announce a good message. To see the future and tell you what is coming from above. So, for whoever, we're speaking globally, because this will go on YouTube, whoever is seeking this way, illegally, we say legal because we say legally because there is the legal way. But whoever is finding this is seeking to activate the third eye illegally, and not even, pray enough, fasting, following the commandment of Tatanzambe, please let us repent. Let us stop chasing power, but rather chase the heart of Nzambi Mpungu. And for us to finish, 2 Chronicles chapter 7:14. Then if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven, Zulu, and will forgive their sins and restore their land. My eyes will be open and my ears attentive to every prayer made in this place. For I have chosen this temple and set it apart to be holy, a place where my name will be honored forever. I will always watch over it, for it is dear to my heart. Luvuvamo.
Yalla.
So, may Nzambi Mpungu bless his word. Sister Rosa, Masaka, thank you very much once again. Mama Zola, Iketa.
Get the